everyone, this is Befriending the Body Yoga with the Center for Trauma and Resilience, and my name is Ray Keys. I'm here to bring you a practice that will help you get more in tune with yourself so that you have practices that you do not only on the mat but can take out into the world. To give you a moment to spend time and just notice how you feel, to make choices, as every pose that we do here will be invitational. It's an option. It's something you can decide to do if you want to. Listen to your body. If you have any aches or pains or anything that may not feel that well, take your time in that area and just listen and say no when you think you need to, and say yes to something that might feel even really good to you. You know, it's your choice. Also, we'll be tuning in with our breath, just to do some counted breaths, just to take some time with our breath. Sometimes we don't spend any time noticing our breath. So this is just a moment to spend time and notice your breath, and notice how much control you actually have over your breath, and how the breath really fills the body and can aid in de-stressing, feeling better, anxiety, the list goes on. So today we will start in a comfortable seated position. And that looks like whatever that looks like for you. If you want your feet extended out, if you want to be seated all the way up, whatever feels the best to you. Finding that comfortable position with a straight spine, open chest, so we can let that airflow come in. And we'll just start by noticing how we feel. If you want to have a soft gaze or close your eyes, just making sure that you feel your best in this moment. And maybe you don't feel your best, that's okay too. But just being as comfortable as you can be in this moment as we sit here and just tune in, noticing our uncomforts, noticing any stress or frustration, noticing anything that we feel good about, that brings us joy, that makes us smile. Noticing every single part of our body, starting at the head, moving down all the way through to the toes. Being very gentle as you move through the body, not judging, just noticing. Now I invite you to bring your attention back to your breath. It's normal breathing that you're doing here, just an inhale and exhale. Just noticing that. Noticing if your breath rises in the chest or if it rises and falls in the belly. Maybe both places. On your next inhale, I invite you to deeply inhale through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. Again, deeply inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Continue to do those deep breaths as it feels good to you. Just deeply inhaling, filling the chest, filling the belly, filling the lungs. And deeply exhaling, releasing all the air out the body. This next breathing practice we're going to do is a cooling breath. So if you'd like to take a moment, just listen or notice me, I invite you to do so as I show you Shitali, also known as cooling breath. This breath I love to do because I used to be really angry. And when when I would get frustrated and overheated and I knew I couldn't flash in that moment, I would start doing this breath. I would step outside like, hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get this breath real quick so I don't snap on everybody in here. So this breath has really like saved me in so many instances. And of course it's with practice and it may not be your preference, but this is just to give you a little test on the different type of breathing you can do to help you de-stress. And it's called cooling breath because it's literally, it cools the inside, because you have to think about it. When you get angry or you get frustrated, you start to heat up. Your body heats up. And then a lot of times in those heated moments is when we're not able to calm down. We're too hot, we're too bothered, we're too already, you know? So I like to do this breath so that way I can be able to feel cooler, calmer, relaxed. So I can make better decisions in that calmer state. So what you'll do if you're able to, because this is also another thing about this breath, is not everybody can do the first motion, but luckily there's another way. So we curl our tongue. You know how you can bring both of the edges of your tongue up, like in a little loopy type of way, right? And if you can't do that, you can stick the tongue at the roof of your top. The tongue at the top of the roof of your mouth. Like that. But so whatever way you decide to do this, the cooling breath with the curled tongue, you're gonna inhale through the mouth with that curled tongue, and you should feel that cool air when you're doing it. And even if you have the tongue to the roof, it's cooler. So you inhale through that tongue or curled mouth, pursed lips, and then you exhale out your nose. So the cool air comes in and then you push all that heat out, kind of idea. So let's try that. Inhaling, deeply curling the tongue. Exhale, release out the nose. Again, inhale, curling the tongue. Exhale out the nose. And if your tongue is at the roof, inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, curl tongue. Exhale. Let's try it together, doing the roof all together. So tongue at the top of your roof, pursed lips. Inhale. Exhale. Same cooling sensation. And again, you can take that inhale, exhale whenever. I literally have stopped out in the middle of my day and just been like, I need to do this cooling breath really quickly. So these practices are yours whenever you need them, not just here on the mat. That is the intention. As you try these practices here, you find something that works for you, you find something that calms you, cools you, relaxes you, puts you in a state of being able to handle whatever's at hand, and then not just keeping it on the mat, but taking it into your world. Knowing that you can do those same type of practices as often as you need to. So we'll get straight into our yoga here. So getting into that comfortable seated position again, I just invite you to do a yes-no type motion with your neck. So we're gonna begin by taking our chin to our chest. This is our yes. On an exhale. And then inhale, lifting the chin up towards the ceiling. Exhale, chin down to chest. Inhale, chin up to ceiling. Continue that at your own pace. Just saying yes to all the things that feel good to you. Saying saying yes to this moment right now. Saying yes to choice. Saying yes to using these practices whenever you need them. Your next inhale, coming back to center, we'll say no. It's turning your head over to the left chin to left shoulder on an exhale. Inhale, coming back to center. Chin over to the right side on an exhale. Inhale, back to center. Chin over to the left. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Inhale. And just continue moving through that no motion. Not saying no to you or anything good or anything you love. Just practicing. Knowing you can say no. No, I don't like this pose. No, I don't like cooling breath. No, I don't want to stretch that part of me. No, I won't respond with anger. Just no to whatever deserves your no, and yes to whatever you choose to say yes to. Coming back to center, we'll get our side stretch on. So I invite you to extend your right arm all the way out, as far as it feels good to you, maybe even down to your elbow if that's what feels good. Wherever you find yourself, we're going to reach up and over with the left hand. Coming all the way over as we stretch both our left arm and our side body to the right side. Sending breath here. Inhale, rise up. Placing that left hand down this time. Reaching over as it feels good, arm or elbow. And then reaching your right arm up and over to that left side. Breathing. Inhale, come all the way up. We'll go into a twist here. So I invite you to lift your hands up, reaching, and then as you exhale, turn over to the left side, twisting at the body, dropping the hands, right hand in front, left hand behind, looking over, breathing. Inhale, lift your hands all the way up towards the ceiling again. We'll exhale over to that right side. Twisting slowly, taking your time, sending breath. Inhale, lift your hands all the way up. We'll come into a fold here. So just exhale, lean over, hands extended out, back hinges over the hips, bring your forehead down. Back straight, hips hinge, forehead down, breathing. If you're able, if you're not, you can sit up and breathe wherever you find yourself in your fold, just breathing here. Inhale, slowly walk your hands up. We'll come into a slight back bend here. I'm going to turn around so you can see me at least towards the side. So we're going to roll our shoulders up and down our back behind us as we bring our hands behind us. Planting them, just placing them, not palm all the way down unless that feels good to you. Bending the elbows. And then pressing the chest up, shoulders open, chin up. Sending 3 inhale, exhales here. then slowly roll your shoulders, rounding the spine, curling the arms around to you. Just kind of give yourself a real good round to the spine. Stretching, breathing. And then inhale, press the chest out, lift the chin, open the shoulders. Round the spine again. Exhale, round the spine, coming all the way in, chin in. Inhale, press the chest, open and look up. Exhale, coming back to center. I invite you now to join me as we come to all fours, which is our tabletop. So both knees come directly underneath your shoulders. Or don't bring them underneath your shoulders. Both knees come directly under your hips. Both hands come directly under your shoulders. Breathing here, bringing the stomach in towards the spine a bit just to support the back. We'll do thread the needle here, so I invite you to extend your right arm all the way out, up if that feels good to you. And then exhale, we're just going to tuck the arm all the way through. Now if that, I'm going to come all the way down, bringing my shoulder and my ear down, supporting myself with my hand. But if that is too much, there's an alternative. You just lift up and stretch through. Maybe even sit back on your hips to get a little bit more stretch in the shoulder. Wherever you find yourself, I invite you to do 3 inhale, exhales here. Slowly unthread. Wherever you find yourself, pulling the arm out, coming back underneath the shoulder, bringing the left arm in. As we'll switch sides here. So whatever you took on that right side, respect and listen to yourself on this left side. We're going to extend the left arm out and then take that extension that feels good to you. Threading the arm through, bring the shoulder down, left ear to the mat, hands support you. 3 inhale, exhales. Slowly unthread wherever you position you tuck, coming back directly underneath the shoulders. Take a breath or two here, and we'll balance. So this one is like, it's half moon. So the whole entire posture, turn around actually. So the whole entire posture looks like this. And that's nice, right? But a good way to go when you're feeling wobbly like me is all fours, hands planted. Extend the right foot out to the side. And then from here, we're going to put our weight into our left arm. Left hand, support the wrist by opening the palm. Making sure that knee is underneath the hip. And you can stay here. This is a great stretch. Or if you like to practice that half moon, we're just going to lift and open. Extending the hand all the way up to the ceiling. Same benefits, less balance. You can look forward or you can look up. Slowly exhale and release that right hand back to the mat. Bring the left leg in. And then we'll switch sides. So both knees, both hands. Extend that left foot out into the side. Feeling supported with your hand and your wrist. And as you're ready, we're going to open up that left side. Extending the hand all the way to the ceiling. Or looking forward or looking up, whatever feels best to you. Breathing. And slowly exhale. Bring the hand down. And before we go any further, we can take a child's pose here. So both knees out, both big toes in. Hands come out to support yourself. We're going to push all the way back. Hips to heels. Breathing and coming all the way down as it feels good, or maybe you're lifted. But if you're able to come down or wherever you find yourself, just let your head hang or your forehead touch the mat. We'll take 5 inhale, exhales here. On your next inhale, slowly walk your hands up and bring your knees together as we come into hero. And from hero, I invite you just to sit up a bit as we step our right foot forward. With our right foot forward, we're going to open up the chest, lift the chin, and breathe here. Let me actually adjust the camera so you can see me a little bit better. In this position, so again, both hands are planted, we start at hero, sit up, step the right foot forward in our low lunge, open up the chest, bring the hands out. Just breathe here. And next, exhale, bring your hands down all the way to the mat, still in your low lunge. We're going to do a twist here. So planting the left hand down. And as you're ready, we're going to look over to that right knee and open up just like we did with half moon. Looking over to the side, lifting the hands up to the ceiling, even looking up if you'd like, or looking forward. Breathing here. Then exhale, slowly bring the hand down. We're going to go into a half split here. So supporting yourself. I know this probably sounds intense. We're not going to do the split. It's just what it's called. So you're sitting your hips back towards the heels, kind of like in child's pose, to your comfort. I'm not asking you to do the splits. Just feeling that stretch all the way through the leg here. Breathing. Inhale, lift up. Coming back to that low lunge. And then from here, we're going to take our right hand, place it on our right knee, and just begin to press the right knee open. Leaning in with the hips. Breathing. Inhale, bring the hips in. Coming back to that lifted hero. Bring that right leg back behind you and we'll switch sides. So the left leg comes forward, right knee stays bent. We're here in our low lunge. Lifting your hands all the way up to the ceiling. Bending the elbows. And actually this time let's do another different back bend. Bring your hands up, pointing them up together, palms together like this. All the way up, pointed, hinging backwards, getting a little slight back bend as you point your hands back behind you. Breathing, shoulders away from ears. Catching your balance as needed. And then exhale, slowly come all the way down. Planting that right hand this time as we come into our twist. Inhale and exhale, bringing the left hand all the way up to the ceiling. Breathing here as you look over or look up. And then exhale, slowly release the hand down to the mat. And from here, we're going to our half split. So just slowly pressing the hips back towards the heels, straightening that front leg at your comfort. Breathing. Inhale, slowly come all the way up. We'll go into that hip stretch, placing the left hand on the left knee, opening up as you lean in, breathing. And slowly come back. We'll step that left foot back behind us, sitting back in our hero. And actually we'll come into child's pose, opening the hips, opening the knees, keeping the toes together, and just coming in between your legs as you extend out. Forehead to the mat. On your next inhale, slowly walk the hands up. And we're going to tilt over to your left or right side, whatever way feels good to you. Bringing the legs all the way out in front of us. Feeling comfortable here, straight spine. Just resting here in this moment. Maybe your knees are slightly bent. Activating the feet. So giving some stretch to the feet by really like arching and strengthening it here. Maybe even moving the toes a little bit too. Just feeling that stretch in the foot you normally don't give it. Breathing. On your next inhale, I invite you to lift your hands all the way up towards the ceiling. We're going to go into a forward fold here. And folding as it feels good to you. We'll lift on our inhale, stretch forward just a bit, and then exhale, come down. Landing where it feels good to you. Inhale, come all the way up. And this time we'll widen our legs out. So raise the hands up. Bring your right leg out and your left foot out. Take up some space. Come into a wide-legged forward fold. As you're ready, inhale, lift, stretch forward, and then fall forward. Let your head hang. Sending breath here to the body. Inhale, slowly walk the hands up. Do a side fold here. So really turning over to that right side, even using your hands to help you turn. Inhale, lift the hands up, looking over at that right foot. Hey, I see your foot. Exhale, reaching over to that foot. Breathing. Inhale, slowly come up. We'll switch over to that left side. Hands come up, turning over to the left completely. Exhale, reach and fold. Slowly inhale, come all the way up. And we'll do another back bend here. So just bring those hands back behind you, opening the chest, opening the shoulders, just allowing yourself to be open here. Breathing, lifting the chin. Bending the elbows. Inhale, come all the way out of that, rolling the shoulders forward, bringing both feet together. We'll do a twist here. So bending your right foot, bringing that knee in, and then crossing that right foot over the left leg. If that feels good to you. If it doesn't, you can always just take the left foot in, just like this. Breathe here. If you'd like to take the twist, we'll have the left hand here. We'll inhale up, Lift the hand just to help you twist over to that right side. Bringing it back behind you as you look over and breathe. Inhale, lift that arm up, over back to the front. We'll just twist over on that left side. So bringing that left leg over the right knee, hugging it in. Lifting the arm to help with twisting over and back to that left side. Breathing here. Inhale, slowly lift the left hand, untwist, come back to the front. Extend that left leg out all the way. And then we're going to bend our knees in, giving ourselves a big, big, big hug. From here, I invite you to bring both the bottoms of your feet together and let your knees come out as it feels good to you. You can bring your feet out a little bit more or all the way in. We're just going to get a little stretch here in the hip, breathing here. Say we keep a lot of emotion in our hips, so I love a good hip stretch just to help process emotion, even if you didn't show it. Helping your body process it helps relieve. From experience, it helps you relieve that emotion. With practice. Inhale, bring the knees together again, giving yourself a hug. We're going to roll to our backs. So as it feels good to you, you can maybe hug yourself and then do a full roll down. Or you could come down as it feels the best to you. Or extend the feet out, bring the back down. From here, I invite you to bend that right leg and hug it in. Just giving it a stretch, even hugging towards the armpit, similar to how we did when we were on the floor, when we're doing our low lunge. Breathing. And then bring it back in, and on an exhale, just slowly bring that left knee over the right leg on a twist. And you can look over to that left side, or you can look over to the right side, extending your hand all the way out, looking over. Breathing here, wherever you find yourself in this twist. And now slowly untwist, bringing the left leg in, coming back to that center grounded position, and then release the left leg all the way out. Right leg all the way out. Bring the left leg in, hugging it in, bringing it out towards that left armpit to stretch the hip. Breathing. And as you feel ready, bring the knee back into center and to begin to bring it over that right leg, just twisting all the way over. And you can look over the right, or if it feels good, twist the upper body all the way over to the left side. Breathing. Inhale, slowly coming back to center, bringing that knee in, and then releasing it out. Here we are for Shavasana, letting our feet and our hands just come out wide. And actually, before we go into Shavasana, we'll do what I like. It's like a little stretch, a side stretch. So extending your hands out, bring your left arm up and over, and then take your right elbow, bending it as you bend your left knee, and have them meet. So just kind of leaning over to the side as much as you're able to. Every part of your body is reaching towards that left knee, like all of you is trying to reach over. Feeling the stretch with that bend and the hip stretch. Exhale, release, extending the hands out, and then we'll do the left side. So reaching all the way over towards the left with your hands and your upper body. Bend that left elbow, bend that left knee, and bring both of them together as you stretch the side. And the hips. And come back to center, and now we'll do Shavasana. Extending the feet all the way out. Hands all the way out here. We're going to breathe and relax. These last few moments of the practice, just as the rest of the practice, belong to you. And as your thoughts might come in and begin to tell you this or make you think that, I invite you to just set your thoughts to the side and tune into everything that is amazing about you. Tune into this now moment where you're serving yourself. Tune into how your body is feeling after your practice. Just send breath here. Relaxing. And I invite you to begin to relax all the way from the toes up to the head. Letting each part become more chill, more relaxed, more light, more cool. Just like our cooling breath, just calming, relaxing. Just move all the way through the legs and the hips, and the belly and the chest, shoulders, arms, fingers, back, neck, your face. Sometimes we're all frustrated and keep our worry in our face. Just relax the forehead and jaw. Breathe. Anytime you get distracted, just focus on the breath. Focus on the body. Slowly bring your attention back to the body. Begin to move your fingers and your toes, your legs and your arms. And as you feel ready and awake, maybe taking any final stretches, I invite you to go over to your right or left side, just resting there. For a moment. And when you're ready, slowly come all the way up to a comfortable seated position. And we'll do a deep inhale, exhale to release here. So inhale deeply through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. more time, make it count. Deeply inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Bring your hands up and palms together as you exhale them down to heart center. And just bow and thank yourself for taking this time to serve yourself, to cool down with cooling breath, stretch out and process, and just be with yourself. Thank you.